Hello? Okay. Hello. My name is Hung from Hong Kong. Okay. It's to give you a more memorable idea of my name. Actually, today I just want to spend my next 20 minutes on one single thing, and which is a story start from a little black dot on the map. A few years ago, we got an inquiry from one of the biggest ceramic manufacturer in Hong Kong. What they look for is something like this. By adding graphics on top of the ceramic in order to sell a better price, what they look for is kind of designer items. But actually, we are not interested to take that job because we don't think graphic design is like a wrapping paper to wrap on something and then for boost sales and like eye candy. So we want to reject that job. But what surprised me is that actually during the conversation, they told us that every batches of the production, there will be going to have a 15% of defects weight. And then I asked how many products you produce every month. They said average about 2 million. Wow, that's why I was so surprised, and it is a huge number. And I'm very curious, and I asked them, can I fly over to the factory and see something? And then they said, yeah, so the next video is I took in the factory. Of course, there's no music in the factory. This is I add on it. And actually, this is the situation. You can see the defect item is all over the factory. And actually, most of the defect item is just a little black dot. And then why is going to be have such kind of defect? Because when there's some ash or dust drop into the ceramic and then they put it on the fire and then it's naturally become an imperfect defective item. And then when I saw this 5 Chinese work hand in the factory, I asked myself a lot of questions. What's the meaning of this 5 words? Maybe Korean people will understand. It means in English, it means pursuit of 0 defects. But the reality is, as you could see, all over the factory are defects. But they said they pursue of 0 defect. And then I asked myself, who pursue for 0 defect? Is it the worker? Is it the boss? Or the buyer? Actually, it's all of us, all the consumer, because no one want to buy defect item on the shelf. We are on a quest for the perfection in an imperfect world. We are not only look for perfection in object, but we look for perfection on people and ourselves.
I'm a forensic artist. Work for the San Jose Police Department to 2011.
I showed up to a place I'd never been, and there was a guy with a drafting board.
We couldn't see them, they couldn't see us.
Tell me about your hair.
I didn't know what he was doing, but then I could tell after several questions that he was drawing me.
Tell me about your chin.
It kind of protrudes a little bit, especially when I smile.
Your jaw.
My mom told me I had a big jaw.
What would be your most prominent feature?
Kind of have a fat, rounder face.
The older I've gotten, the more freckles I've gotten.
I would say I have a pretty big forehead.
Once I get a sketch, I say thank you very much, and then they leave. I don't see them.
All I had been told before the sketch was to get friendly with this other woman, Chloe.
Today I'm going to ask you some questions about a person you met earlier, and I'm going to ask you some general questions about their face.
She was thin, so you could see her cheekbones. And her chin, it was a nice, thin chin.
She had nice eyes. They lit up when she spoke.
Cute nose.
She had blue eyes, very nice blue eyes.
So here we are. This is the sketch that you helped me create, and that's a sketch that somebody described of you.
So yeah, that's...
She looks closed off and fatter, sadder too. The second one looks more open, friendly, and happy.
I should be more grateful of my natural beauty. It impacts the choices and the friends that we make, the jobs we apply for, how we treat our children. It impacts everything. It couldn't be more critical to your happiness.
Do you think you're more beautiful than you say?
Yeah. Yeah.
We spend a lot of time as women analyzing and trying to fix the things that aren't quite right. And we should spend more time appreciating the things that we do like.
And this is advertising for Dove. It's a good advertising. What I'm going to show is actually imperfection is very subjective. Different people have different perspective on that. And it's also very conditional. If you put something or someone may not perfect in one context, but if you put them in another context, it will be all right. And most importantly is actually the imperfection is natural. Because of our imperfection, that's why we're all unique. So imperfect is just a concept in our mind. So as you could see, by adding a dot in between I and M, the concept from imperfect become I'm perfect. We are not just suggest something not perfect and then you make it perfect. We want people to see the perfect within the imperfect. So go back to the ceramic. With or without the defect, actually the taste of water is the same. So it doesn't affect the function of the mug. So that means the dot actually not in the mug, which is in your mind. So this is our solution for the client. So by putting the defect dot in between I and M, it naturally become the product, the uniqueness of the product. If the imperfection is only a concept in our mind, then why don't we make it perfect? So the imperfection naturally become the uniqueness. And then I call it the imperfect mark. We repair all imperfect mark. And then this is the trade show, the client trade show in France. It's the first time client not just selling designer item, but also sell the imperfect products. And under the theme of imperfect, we start to use the defective material to work on different products. Because of this project, I got a lot of chance to come across a lot of the landfill in Hong Kong. And then I always show this photo to students when I sharing in school, because in our education, we usually teach people how to make things nice and then perfect. But we seldom touch on what actually our design impact behind. And this is the book fair in Hong Kong. After a week of exhibition, most of the beautifully designed structure will be discarded to the landfill. And then one of the publishers want to reduce the waste and then see if we can come up some idea. So here's our solution. We make use of the wooden pallet from logistic company as a material to build their booth by those perfect body. And then after the exhibition, all the wooden pallets will turn back to the logistic company for reuse. And then in order not to create waste, we even simply wrap up the book by the paper and then make itself a signage. And then I asked the publisher during a conversation, and I asked them, actually, is there any imperfection in their operation? And then they said, yes. When there's a lot of new book launch in book fair every year. On the other hand, that means there will be a lot of dead stock go to the warehouse. And why books become dead stock, it may not be the problem of the contents. There's a lot of reasons. For example, it could be caused by lack of promotion, maybe poor design, or not enough space in the shop. And then we decide to give those books for a second chance. We call it imperfect book. We asked the publisher to pick up some good book with good content from the list of the dead stock, and then wrap up by a white paper, and then we suggest the editor to extract one of the single quote to represent the book. And then we put it on shelf again. We call it imperfect book corner. And interestingly, we sell almost 1,000 of books within a week. But still, in this step, we get a little bit stuck here because after this exhibition launch and spread out by the media, and then some of the people call us that this one they got 20,000 of dead stock in their warehouse. This one got a T-shirt in their warehouse, and then. Actually, we don't want to just do upcycling design. What we're going to do is want to do some mind changing by this concept. So there's another chance come, which I think fits more about what we're going to do is we have been invited by the Arts Promotional Office to do something on this historical site. It is a community art space. They asked if we could run a coffee shop to engage the community within this space. But then we asked, why a coffee shop? Because I asked myself, because Starbucks is just everywhere in Hong Kong, and it is not about our culture on coffee. Our local culture is a herbal tea house, but this culture is almost fading out in Hong Kong. I still remember when I was young, people hang around in the tea house, and then with a herbal tea, people chit-chat with each other, enjoy newspaper, TV, and there's a lot of wisdom behind the Chinese herbal tea. It can help to heal your body imperfection, body and mind imperfection. So instead of a coffee shop, we suggest to run a modern herbal tea house called Imperfect Exchange. It is a platform for people to exchange and share their own imperfect experience.
不完美係每日都要克服嘅一個 task， 即係生活或者工作上、感情好多都會 came across。
不完美嘅定義就應該係心目中可能已經有一個 expectation， 有一個期望嘅。咁而嗰樣嘢就唔係可以配合到嗰個期望嘅時候咧，就覺得不完美嘅。
我覺得我自己不完美嘅地方就係過分吹毛求疵啊，就係想每樣嘢完美，但係其實做唔到就搞到自己好辛苦咁樣。
即係我好容易落咗去同人比較嘅，而呢個比較就即係一比較就出事㗎啦，越比較就越覺得自己唔夠人好，咁嗰啲所謂不完美就出現㗎啦，咁樣。
So this is the opening of the tea house. We call it imperfect tasting. All the visitors, they come and they have to put on the eye shade and the headset. What we want them to experience is not something look outside, but I want them to look and experience inside. The headset is simply a meditation guide. We guide them sit down and then relax, and then through the audio track we let them try to calm down and then taste their own inner imperfection. And then after that, we give them a paper. There's 20 symptoms print on the paper. For example, sad, confused, weak, tired. They could circle their feeling at that moment. And according to their imperfection, they could go into the tea house and then match with a herbal tea. I found that the most common imperfection symptom in Hong Kong is tired, pain, weak, tense. We are not surprised because Hong Kong people are mostly workaholic and people are very stressful. And in daily operation, we provide tea for free, but you have to share imperfection in a coaster to exchange the tea. We collect more than 40,000 coasters within 2 years. This coaster is changed from a little girl. What she's write on the coaster is she said she feels so imperfect as she only got a second chance. She only got a second prize in the dance competition. And this is our education in Hong Kong. Everyone gonna be at the first prize. And once we make use those coasters to do a statistic on different area of imperfection, we set it up and it's naturally become a bar chart of imperfection. And one of the key focus is we make use of the space to do mind-changing workshop. We run over 40 different imperfect workshop activities, exhibition within 2 years, which cover a range from body and senses, mindfulness, relationship, society and community, and nature. I don't have enough time to share the workshop much, but so I picked a few to share with you. And this is a workshop called Imperfect Pain Workshop. It's only open for those people who have pain on the body. Everyone see pain is an imperfect experience, right? But did you try foot massage? Anyone try foot massage before? Yeah. Okay. But if we don't like the pain, why don't we have to pay money to buy the pain? Okay, that means actually someone tell you the pain, the foot massage is really healthy, right? So you're even willing to pay money to buy the pain. But actually, pain is same, but your perception can make it different. So teacher said there will be 3 types of people. The first type is they already feel suffer, even they not yet get the pain. They just imagine they going to be painful and then they feel suffer. And then second type is they get the pain and then at the same time they add on suffering. And then the third type is you can clearly separate pain, feeling, and suffering. So this workshop is, we let people how to live with the pain, and we could laugh with the pain, enjoy, and being friends with the pain. Since we were young, we had been taught how to do everything perfectly. We need to fulfill many things in life that to reach so-called perfect standard. But actually, we seldom embrace our own imperfection. Actually, we not accept imperfect character and accept it actually is part of our life. So we do this calligraphy workshop to let you freely express your imperfect character. This exhibition is so imperfect, but they look so beautiful. For those workshops are free to join, but you have to bring food to exchange program. We gather them and share the food to the homeless people in the community. So we through a common table, we connect people with their imperfection from 3 years old to 80. I want to say we all imperfect, which makes us unique. It's also a source of creativity. So it's okay to be imperfect. Thank you.